Okay, great. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone to class. Welcome to our final week together as your teacher. Um, excited, excited to get some rest. But yeah, so that's it. So today we're going proper into Tableau. So this week we're going to do. So today we're doing the download and installation and the interface tour of Tableau. Tomorrow, we're going to build visualizations. And then on the last day, we do stories and containers and all the other. So today shouldn't be, I don't think we should spend more than an hour in class. But yeah, so that's what it is. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. So like I said in the last class, we should have done the download and installation, but because of we just have a 2 weeks trial, so I'm trying to we get you could get more time to work on what you're working on, although you have the Tableau public. So I already installed and I already downloaded and installed. And I think I've noticed, like, I think every 4 months or something, they have it updated. So I already downloaded and installed, but I'm just going to show you. It's a very pretty easy process. So the first thing we're going to do is to download and install the Tableau desktop version. So while that is downloading and installing, while that is downloading and installing, then we're going to go to the Tableau public, which is like the web version. Like, we have our Power BI service that we're going to go in there and sign up there. So that's how today's class is. I don't have a lesson notes. It's all just, there's nothing to there's nothing to read. So we're going to see how that works. So let me share my screen. Whatever this is, I don't know. Okay, so this is my screen. So I go on the web and I click download Tableau desktop. Yeah. So get Tableau desktop free edition. So I did this earlier. So I just click on this. Let's close this. Okay. So this is what you have. Thanks for choosing Tableau desktop. Yes. So that's what I want. So the first thing you're going to do is download and then install and register. So how does that work? I should just start downloading. Okay. Products. So here we go to products and Tableau desktop. So download for free. So like I said, I already downloaded. So, but I just want to show you how that works. Okay. I already did this earlier on. So let me just do this so you see how that works. So it's downloading. Yeah. So like every other software, or so I double click. Just hold on. I think I'm getting notifications. So it's busy, it's coming up. Yeah. So I think I already have it. So it's telling me like modify setup. Okay, you know what's going to happen? Yes, I want to cancel. Can someone let's use someone's because yes, hi Sterling. Hi, okay, Sterling, if you're not speaking, I'm thinking if anyone is like ready, so you know we can just use your system because I already have it installed, so you can share your screen and we download alongside, like, and then because I already have it on my system, so it's not giving you what it should give.
Should we go ahead and download also?
Yes, please download, and then please can you share your screen since it's the first time. I already have it on my system, so it's not showing as it should. So if you can share your screen and then other people can see how that works. Is that okay? Can
Okay.
anyone decide? Yeah, so let me stop sharing so you can share your screen. Thank you. Sterling, are you sharing your screen? Okay. Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay.
Am I right? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, you are. So can you fill this out? Fill this form
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Fill
download.
this first name, last name, email.
Okay, I
Just
should fill it up.
let
Okay.
yes, please. So please, so when you're filling this out, whatever password you choose, please remember the password and remember the email. So when you're publishing on the web, it syncs, or when you're creating something on Tableau Public, it is the same thing. Okay, continue. Yeah, the Gmail email is fine. Yeah, the Gmail is fine. That one is any one you want to
So can
use.
you spell it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Do I need to agree to this?
Yeah, you have
Names
to
to
agree to
agree.
that. Yes. You have to put your phone
I don't
number.
want to. Okay, so 08122 Q, and that's that. It's taking forever. So
It shouldn't take forever. So I want it when it starts installing, then I'll share
okay,
my screen.
it's
Okay, it's done.
downloading.
Okay, yeah. Let's just give it some time.
Okay.
Is it fully downloaded? Let's see the progress, please. Just click on that download sign. Let me see. Okay, I think it's done.
Nice.
Ooh, that's pretty slow.
Yeah, I think the internet is not interneting right now.
Okay. So is any other person downloading, like doing the same thing and yours is faster? Well, the thing is just that, no, Stanley, I didn't ask you to stop sharing. So the thing is when it downloads, when it fully downloads, and then you can run it like install, the usual install, and then it starts installing. Is anyone there yet? Faster internet and all of that. Well, we shouldn't be having a class on installation. Yeah. Okay, let's see progress. Let's see the progress of the download. Okay, whatever. It's just taking like some time. So whenever it completes the download, right? You double click this and you do install. We all know how to do that. And so you install. So from there, we're going to go back. So we'll just watch this as we'll let it take its course. So I'm going to share my screen now, and while this is running, we're going to work on the Tableau public, creating a profile on Tableau public. Okay, so I hope. Okay, Stalin, please share your screen also, because I already have an account to Tableau public. So share your screen, please. Stalin?
Yes, ma'am. I should
Please share
share.
your screen. Yes, please. So I already have a public account, a Tableau public account. So let's do something new.
It's still loading.
The sharing is loading.
So should we go to the public?
Yes, yes. So just share your screen and then we open another tab and go to Tableau public.
Yes.
But you're not sharing your screen yet.
It's not sharing. I'm sharing. Okay, let me stop and try it.
Okay. It's coming up. It was coming up. Okay. I think it's taking a while. So let me use, okay, good. So open another tab, please.
Open another tab.
Okay, oh, you know what? Sorry, go back to the Tableau tab we opened. Sorry, go back to the Tableau tab, and then we click tab. So on the resources, yes, the products. So let's look for Tableau public. The product, sorry. Yeah, Tableau public. There's no Tableau public. Okay, or just type like search for Tableau public. It's okay. Search for Tableau public from your browser. Yeah, from the search. No, just search. Just type like a type. Yeah, Tableau public. Space, okay. It's not a download, just Tableau Public, the second one, yeah. No, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Sign up. Sorry, okay, so before you just hold on. Before you sign up, so just scroll down. Okay, let's see the sign up. Okay, so you're going to fill out your name, the last name, email, so the same email you use, and then now you create a password, yes. No, so just type, yeah. So you can see that the password, it says it has to be at least 8 letters long. It should have a number and a special character, uppercase, lowercase. So it's saying your password doesn't work. Okay, yes, create. So remember the password because that's what you're going to use and sign in on the desktop so your work can sync. So if you need to take a minute and write it down or you remember, that's fine. Yeah, so create my account, yes.
We are in.
Yeah, so
We are sign in.
yeah, so sign in, yes, please. Yeah, so it takes here, so it asks you to send an activation link and then you click here. So you're now signed in. Okay.
Okay, I'm now signed in.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm trying to see where I can. You should have like a. Okay, so you're now signed in. Oh, I don't know why yours is looking. You should have like where a little picture at the top right, which is like your profile or something. Okay, so but whatever, that's how to create a Tableau public account. I think I'll take over from here. Thank you, Sterling. So I think before that, that's pretty easy, right? Creating a Tableau public profile. Everyone agrees with me. Emojis, please. Yeah, good. Okay. Sorry, I'm coming. Let me share my profile. Let me share this thing right here, my screen. Okay, so this is the Tableau public. So when you just search, put on the Tableau public thing, and I sign in. Okay, I already have my details, so and I sign in. Okay, yeah. So this is what I wanted us to show. So when you come into like the Tableau public, there's like a large, we talked about like a community. There's a very active community. So you see vis of the day is like visualization of the day. So people always just post things, and you can look at, so there's a large, you can look at people's profile and see what they've created and all of that. So let's see. Of course, you can see all. Well, let's see this guy. So these are his visualizations. These are interesting, So these are things he has created, and let's just look at it. This guy is hot. So yeah, this is visual, and so you could just walk around. That's how it works. So now, because you don't have anything per se like on yours when you sign it in. So for me to go to navigate this, if I go to my profile, so this little this thing here, like an avatar by the right, top right, and then I click my profile. So, but just hold on. I think before that, so I have settings. So you can go in and set whatever you want to set. But then, yeah, I usually don't change anything there. Or I've not changed anything there. Then I have my profile. So this is my visualization. These are things I've created, and this is my Hall of Fame creation. This is my best visual. In fact, this is the visual I created. Others were just, I was playing around. So I think this is my best visual I've created, and yeah, so that's how Tableau Public works. And in case you're there and you want to, so you can continue here and keep working, or I come here, I go back to like my default page, and if I'm working on Tableau Public, so I just say create a visual. And it gives me what I want. So I'm not going to do this walkthrough on Tableau Public. I'm going to do the walkthrough on Tableau Desktop, where I'm going to sign in. So while we're there, let me open up my Tableau. This I have an existing one that was old one, so I downloaded this today, maybe yesterday, whatever. So it's opening up. So while it's opening up, let me just see questions or something. Do we have any questions? I kept getting notifications. Question?
Good evening,
contributions? None. Okay, good.
Mara, good evening.
Yes, hi, Cynthia.
Ma,
So sorry, Cynthia. So when you click, so after downloading and installing, so this is how it opens up. So this is opening up. Okay, Cynthia, continue.
Okay, Ma, I want to ask, what's the difference between this Tableau Desktop and Tableau
Public?
Yes.
Okay, Tableau Desktop is on your system, on your local system, just like we have Power BI Desktop. It's on your local system. But then Tableau Public, it is on the web. You don't need to download. You just go in there and sign in. Just like we had Power BI Service, which was something on the web. But then because Power BI service is a paid version, you have to have like enterprise accounts, or I think another kind of Office 365 for you to access it. So that is the difference. So the difference, once again, Tableau Desktop is a paid version, but you can do 2 weeks trial. Okay, you have 2 weeks trial, 2 weeks free trial, and it is on your, it's something you install on your local desktop, like your desktop, your computer. However, the Tableau Public, you don't need any installation. You just go on the web and sign in, and it comes up for you. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So this is my Tableau Public. Ooh, that's why I wanted someone to because this is not how it should come up. Because I already have, like history with these people. So if you already have, like, if it's new to you, right, it's just going to say, oh, welcome to your free trial, and you have just started, so 14 days, and you click start free trial, and it continues for you, right? Yeah, so that's how that's going to be. And so this place is going to be blank. So you can see I have things here. These are like what I've been teaching. You have this discover and all of that. So I hope that's why I really wanted someone with a blank slate to help us. So so when you open, this is like a default opening. You have to connect. We've talked about connecting data sources, connecting to data sources, right? Like we did in Excel and then in Power BI. So to connect to a data source, so in Tableau, this is where you connect your data sources to a file, to a server. There are more, and then they have like saved data sources, like sample files, sample data sets which you can use. And so this sample superstore, it's very, I don't even know, it's very common. I think even in Power BI, that's the sample data we use. And you're going to see a lot. It's like the one I shared with you people, but I had to make it smaller so it wasn't overwhelming. Just hold on. So I'm just going to use it today for, like, the interface. So if you want to connect to a data source, so we can see Microsoft Excel, text, files, CSV, whatever it is, connecting to a server, all of that. And then if it's obviously not here, you click more. So when you click more, you can see, so you can see everything you can connect to. Everything you can connect to, and it keeps increasing. So these are all the things you can connect to. So the name is sorted A to Z, or by Z to A, recently added, whatever, that doesn't make a difference. So that's how this is. So now I'm going to try and connect to a data source. Let me use is that an Excel? I think I have let me use an Excel file. Or let me use this. I don't want to go and start searching for things. So let me use this sample superstore. Okay, no. Oh, sorry, let me use an Excel file. So you see, like, if you're bringing an Excel file, how it works. I'll close this and I'll start again. Sorry about that. No, I don't want to save. So I'll just do Tableau. I hope there should be an old file I'm working on, even if it's Better Marketplace. Okay. So let me say I'm connecting to an Excel file. Ooh, okay, good. So these are these are different versions I have. And then I also need to know when you install Tableau, when you install Tableau, there's something, it automatically creates a folder called Tableau repository. So these are like previous versions, I've created. I'm going to go in and delete this one and leave just this. So sometimes, this Tableau repository, sometimes if you don't specify, like the location where you want your V's or your files to be saved, it just goes into the Tableau repository. So in case you can't find where it is, just go and look for it in the Tableau repository. It's like it saves there. So let me get let's use this sample superstore. So we have the sample superstore, and in this sample superstore, there are 3 tables in it: orders, returns, and users. So we're just going to use the orders table. So when I click on the orders table, so I said a sample superstore orders table. So this is like a preview of your data set, a preview of your data set. So now it shows, so these are the column headers. So it's called fields. So we have like 23 columns and 9,000 plus rows, right? So that's just trying to tell you. And so here, look at like the field name. Field name is like column names. So these are the column names. These are the type. So these are like numbers and text. So these are the types, numbers, text, all of that. Yeah. So let me just, so it's the same thing here. So let me just close this, collapse this. Yeah. So this is what our table looks like. So in Power BI, like when we have the table view, so this is what our table looks like. And it just gives us a sample of 100 rows. So we have the order ID. So you can see the type. There's a number, there's a text, and if you click drop down, right, you could just, well, this is when we get in, we're going to do all of this, so we can start doing this here. So you can click on the data type and decide to change it, but we're not changing because this is the default thing, it picked it. So unless it's not the proper data type, like we see in Power BI, so you can change it. So this is text and all of that text, and if it's like geographical data, we have, I think, yeah, we had some, yeah. We have like state, province. It gave us like it's a location, city, postal code, order date is date, ship date is date. Yeah, profit, these are numbers. Yeah, like that. So they're connections. You can add filters at this level, but that's not what we're here to do. So this is what it is. And then remember I said that you can't, what's the word? We don't claim in Tableau Public. They have something called Tableau Prep, which is also a premium, like you need to pay for it. So at your level, whatever, if you have to use Tableau Prep or you're using, your organization should pay for it. But since we don't have access to that, what I do is I go to Power Query and do my cleaning, then I bring it into Tableau. However, there's something they have here called Use Data Interpreter. Data Interpreter might be able to clean your Microsoft Excel workbook. We know that you can't just click. So when I click on this, Use Data Interpreter. For me, this is just drama, right? So it has said cleaned with Data Interpreter. But you and I know that data cleaning is not just something you do on a checkbox. So if you want to depend on Data Interpreter, that's up to you. But yeah, I'll tell you to go to Power Query and do a proper cleaning, then you bring it in. So how do you now go into the workspace? So to get into the workspace, right? So this is what you have to do. So here, go to worksheets, this sheet 1. So now we're here. So this is what it is. So like before we get in, right, let me also show you what it is like in Tableau Public, and I'll continue here. So Tableau, after this, then I'll take questions and we continue. So this is our Tableau Public, right? To upload from computer, Tableau class, sample. So you can see it's the same thing. Just hold it. We're working with just the orders. Oh, this update now, update automatically, whatever that means. Yeah, so it's the same thing. And then use data interpreter. So for me, I think the main thing is because the interface is smaller. You can see. Okay. And then we go into sheet 1. So this is Tableau Public. So I'm just trying to let you know how it's the same thing with the desktop. A little bit, just that the public, I think, can just take 15 million rows. So you're already working with 15 million rows. That's enough at this stage, right? So yeah, so that is Tableau Public, and you can continue. So I'll just continue with the interface tour in the Tableau desktop. So I'm switching back to my Tableau desktop. Okay. So that's Tableau desktop. So let me take questions, if any. Oopsie. So do we have any questions or comments so far? Or are we good? Are we good? Emojis, please. Are we good? Okay. All right. Faye, Kemi. Okay, thank you, others.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
So basically, you're saying the desktop and the public actually do the same thing. Like you can
Yes.
actually work like the same thing, just that you have to pay for the other the desktop one like after a period, right?
So it's trial, yes.
Yeah. So like, I don't see the point, since you can actually do the whole thing like on the public. So like, is there any need when you know that you can't actually, okay, one now would not want to pay for it, like if except your organization wants to. So like,
Pay for it, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, since it does the same thing. So
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, like the main difference is that the desktop can handle over 15 million rows, and I think there are just a little bit of some other extra things it can do, but then the interface is also bigger. So let me see, this is the public. This is the public. It's quite, I don't know, I feel it's closing on up on me. And then this is the desktop. This is the desktop. The desktop interface is a lot bigger. And yeah, I think if you research, I think there should be some extra difference, but yeah, there should be, yeah, but you can pretty do the same thing on public. Good?
good. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. So let's just do the quick interface tour. So now you've brought in your data set and all of that. So this is like the table. And so we have this top one. So once you bring in your data set, Tableau does like a demarcation. It calls these are the dimensions. So it splits the dimensions and the measures. So we already know what the measure. And so measures are not like DAX measures. Just calm down small. So I don't like DAX measures. So measures are like the facts, like, facts, like the facts table, like the business numbers. So you see discount, this product-based margin. And then another thing that Tableau does that it knows how to just add some jar for you, right? So like this measures value, this product-based margin. I don't think it's there. Is it there? I can't remember. So, but then these are the facts, you know, these are things you see on the facts table, profit, this. So we don't have a latitude and longitude. It generated it because it has like a location data set. So it just automatically generated this. So you can see generated. So even this orders, it just did like order count, right? Obviously, we don't have order count, so it just counted the orders. So these are like the fact table, the things, the number, the business numbers. And then here we have like the dimensions, customer ID. So these are where the things like, you know, where you can create slices, the things that tell you more about the data set, dates, and all of that. So that's what it does. So this is where we see our columns. This is where we have our worksheet. So unlike Power BI, in Power BI, you know, you could, and also Excel, you could create lots of visuals on one sheet, on one page. But in Tableau, you need to create, so you need to add here on this box, on this down here, this sheet 1, sheet 2, you just keep adding, you know, and you create different visuals. So this is the canvas where you add data to visualize. Yeah. Then this is like the show me. I remember I mentioned show me in the last class. So when you put the data, like kind of when you put like the data thing you want to visualize, the type of data, the type of visual it can work with becomes highlighted. And so you just pick from any of that and you create what you want to create. So I'm just going to show you that too. Then this is like the analytics pane. Before I get in here, this is analytics pane. So where you have like the constant line, reference line, all of that, average line, all of that forecasting here. So that's just it. So here, so this is file. Yeah, we all know file, open, existing, open days, open that, export, print to PDF and things like that. Yeah, so I have things I've been working on. So yeah, so that's why I have this. And then we know all of this. Open, close, do this. And then this is the data here. So new data source. So if you want to add a new data source or something, you bring it to here. It's showing us we're working with the sample superstore and then the other sheets from the sample superstore. So it's telling us so that you can either rename it, duplicate, close, extract. Use extract is like a filter kind of thing, and you know, just do whatever all you want to do. But I don't know why you want to do that. So worksheets, we can get worksheets from here. Like this is like to click a new worksheet, and then this is also a worksheet bar. So here we can click a new worksheet. You can click new worksheet here, and new worksheet from here, and then when you get into the worksheet, you can decide to show titles. Show title is showing the title. Show caption if you have actions, tooltip, show cards, show summary. So all of this, right? It shows. So that is so for each worksheet you can come and play around here. And then we have the dashboard. So in Tableau, we have worksheets. So remember I said that in Power BI, you can create 10 visuals in one page, which is not good. So max 6 visuals in one page. So, and then, you know, just what fits. So I don't want to see, she said I should create 6 visuals in one page. So if it's not showing well, please make it 4 or make it 5. The point is for people to understand. So, but best practice, it shouldn't exceed 6 visuals on one page, if it can take it. So in Tableau, right, like you remember I said 1 visual on one sheet, 1 visual on one worksheet. So a dashboard is a collection of worksheets. So if you have like a dashboard is you're going to put different worksheets. That's how to put different visuals on one, and then you make it a dashboard. And then the story. So let's see a dashboard. So let me just click this, a new dashboard. So you can either click a new dashboard here or here. This one that looks like 4 into like a page into 4. So that's a new dashboard. So you can see that sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. And so you can bring it together. So we're going to do all that in the coming classes. So you can do, put the dashboards and put them together. And then a story is a combination of dashboards. So, but then you can also combine dashboards and worksheets. So let me click this. Oh, why is that hanging? Okay, let me do this. Story. It's not responding, just hold it. Yeah, so a story. So let me say we had this dashboard, right? So we put it together. So remember what I showed you, my proud moments dashboard in Tableau Public. So that had a story. I put different dashboards together and put it together here. So that's a typical story. So let's go. So you can combine dashboards. So if you create more dashboards, they're all going to populate here. And then you pick if you want just a combination of just dashboards or combination of dashboards and sheets. So it's left for you. So let's go back into this analysis. Yes, so the same kind of analytics thing you have here. So you can also, there are extra things you can do with this. And then we have calculated fields. So calculated field is just like DAX too, right? It's just like DAX or Power BI or calculated columns. So this is something like that. So we can see here, because we don't have anything, we can see forecasting, trend lines, all of that, lots of things to do. Then if we have map, if you're working with map, yeah, so if we have a map visual, this is where you edit. You can have the different background images, all of that, how it shows. So this is how, that's for the map. And then format. So this worksheet now showing, you can decide to format. So whatever you put here, you can decide to do formatting. You can format the workbook. You can font, alignment, shading, borders, lines, all sorts of things. Workbook theme. You can just do the formatting. That's where you format it and customize it, right? Then the server. So when we have something, right? Server, this is where you now publish to save to Tableau Public. And then, so that's like sharing it, like in Power BI, it tells me publish, and it published to the Power BI service. So in Tableau, yes, so when you come here, server, Tableau Public, and then you send it to the Tableau Public. So even if you lose this, it's always saved on the web for you. So anytime you sign, so that's why I said always use the same like sign in. So it syncs whatever you do on your desktop, it syncs to the public, and you can continue whatever you're doing there. So Windows is just like presentation mode. Yeah. So want it like all presentation mode. Yeah. But I don't want presentation mode. So then show toolbar, show status bar, show sidebar. So all these things, that's what it is. Worksheet 111. Yeah. So toolbar, yeah, it has removed that. But of course I want it because I'll be working with it. Status bar, it removed that. Sidebar, it removed that, right? So I can always open it up here. Status bar. Yeah. So that's basically that. Then this is like undo. So a good thing in Tableau, we have undo and redo. This is save. This is like, the same icon. This is adding another data source, right? Adding another data thing. This is pausing, so you can pause your updates. Remember we said if you're connected live, so you can have updates. This is refresh, but we don't have anything. This is adding a new worksheet. So you can add a new worksheet, new dashboard, new story. So we can add from here, we can add from here, and we can add from here. Then this is duplicate, right? Am I correct? Let me see. Yes, I think this is to duplicate. Yes, to duplicate. So you can duplicate. This is clear the sheet. Okay, this is clear, all of this. So let me just, when I start, let me do some sample sample visual. So these things can highlight and we see how that works. So now this is the page. So when we're creating, well, I'm going to show, I can't explain this by mouth when I talk of the pages. And filter, this is where you put your filter. So this is where, like, when we have the filter pane in Power BI, this is where you do your own filter pane. And then this is the max card. This is a very important thing in the max card. So let's just do this. So let me say I want to do customer segment. I can either do here, customer segment and profit. Right, so it's just like a drag and drop thing, customer segment by profit. So it has created this customer segment profit. I don't know why this title went here. Whatever. Let me bring the title back. Okay. I don't know why it moved there. So let me say this is you're creating like a visual. Good. So this, right, we can decide to clear the sheet. Yeah, I don't want to, this is for clearing the sheet. So let me do undo and I have it back. This is for swapping the axis. So now when we swap it, it's definitely going to change to a bar chart, I think. Yes. So now it's changed to a bar chart. But let me change it to a column chart so it's better. We can visualize, we can look at it better. So remember I said that. So with swapping this, because now this is not showing really well. So then you decide, okay, shall I swap it? Shall I change it? And then this shows really well. So it depends on what you want. But I'm just going to swap it because we're teaching. So we can see it clearly. And so this is like a sort ascending, you can sort descending. So I click on this sort. So it sorts it ascending, and this is sorts it descending. Yeah. And this is, I think, edit or something, highlight. I don't know what, I can't remember what the highlight is. And then this T is like labels, like the data labels, we know. Yeah, so we can see the data labels. And so then this standard, these are the different views. So the standard fit width, so it fits the entire width. Let me close this, show me for now. Fit height, entire view, so whatever. Yeah, we'll just use standard for this. What is this again? Title, blah, blah, blah. I think just extra caption, summary, if you want to fill up that. And then presentation mode, we already know how presentation mode works. So let me show you the show me thing I mentioned. So if you look at this now, this show me, can I zoom in on this? No. So this show me is showing you, so these ones that are highlighted are the things I can change this chart into, these values. I can't do a geographic. So if I click on this, this is not highlighted. So let me just click it geographical. So it tells me for a single map, you have to use a geographic dimension and a measure. And so we don't have a geographic dimension. So that's why it's not highlighted. So this one is highlighted. So that means, yes, it can work as a pie chart. It can work as a bar chart. This is highlighted. It can work as this, whatever that means. This is telling me for a side-by-side bar chart, you need to measure and 2 dimensions. This is a tree map. Yes, it can work as a tree map. This one is what you can, yeah. So it just shows you the things, you know, so the ones that it can work with, it highlights it. So that's how that works. So let me go back to my, yeah, let's go back to this is like sample different look, and then that's how we see how it works. So then we have the max card. This max card it's very important. When we start building our visualizations, we're going to see how that works. So we can change to a bar chart. You can do line. So when we have a chart here, you can do a bar, you can do line, You can do kind of line, yeah, you know, you change it from here. You want to band bar, can it do, yeah, you know, so this is what we have now, right? Let me increase this too, so we have more better view. So then this color are like legends. So it can, what we have now is like customer segment by profit, right? So if we say, okay, let's also, let's divide this. Let's also do by product category. So it's going to show, so now this colors, so each product category, it's going to have like a different color. So remember now, so now in this, this chart is going to split into customer segment, profit, and product category. So I just dragged it and dropped it into this place. So this is the product category, and so like legend. So now we have 4 customer segments, right? Consumer, corporate, home office, and small business. Well, let me sort this a bit. This is one kind in my face. Good, okay. So this, and so now we've sorted also, so we've also sliced this data by product category. So you can see for this consumer segment, the product category for technology is 68 point days, you know, the product, so something like that. So that is how this color scale works. And then for this size, I think I'm going to teach you something else with the size. Then this T is the data label. Remember, we can do it here and we can do here. Show mark labels. Yep. So now we can see like the labels. And if I click on this, I can say, can I do all of that? There's something, there's a way it happens. Whatever, when we get into like proper proper visualizing and formatting, so we can put the product category and all of that, and so the labels, so this is like data labels, and then we can decide to put extra details. So if we drag a dimension or measure here, it gives us extra details. So let's drag a dimension like ship mode. It might complicate it a bit. Let me drag ship mode here. This is plenty, but let me remove the ship mode. So to remove the ship mode, so now it's slicing it again into ship mode, which might be a lot. So I can either do remove here. So this drop down, when it opens up, I do remove, or I drag and I bring it down here. And so when you bring it down here, you see there's a little red mark, and then you leave it. It removes that ship mode. So let me say, okay, let me use another. This mic is getting a bit complicated. So let me go to another sheet, and let me do something geographical. Where is our geographical data? State and province. So I can also, instead of putting also columns and rows, I can also just drag and drop it here. Ah, 49 unknown. What happened? Edit locations. Alabama, Arizona. No, so okay, good. Okay, beautiful. This is a teaching moment. So it's telling me it is not recognized. So because remember when we filled in like where we are looking, like you know your location when I was signing it's Nigeria. So it just did the default country Nigeria. So no, I'm not gonna say this is not Nigeria. So I'm going to the United. So this sample data set is like the United States. Yeah. So yeah, so now it's picking it. So this, you'll see that this 49 unknown is going to go off. And I click OK. Yeah, so beautiful. So this is how this works, right? So we now have all of this. like this is not like a geographical data. Let me see this show me. This show me, yes. So it can show as like a bar, but you know this is not, it won't be good. Like, so it's going to show like 50 states, right? As a bar, which is not a good visual because it's going to be a lot. So now geographical data are highlighted. So now for this, we're going to look at size. So this is a bubble, like this is a bubble map, what we call a bubble map. So let's say we're going to look at, so we can either do sales or profit. So if I take this sales and drop it here in the size, so these bubbles are going to get bigger depending on the size. So the bigger the size, yeah, so the bigger the profit will be the sales. So the bigger the size, so this is 1 point something million. This is 82. So this is how this works. This is how that works. And for the tooltip, let's say we also want to see the profit. So when you hover around it, we have tooltip. So when you hover around it, you're going to see the profit and the sales. I dropped the profit as a tooltip and the extra data. So now we're going to see profit as tooltip when you hover around it. And so we can decide to do label. Let me just do this. Yeah, data label and yeah. Data label for value, let me see. Okay, so we could also say what's that? Okay, and because default values, right? The default state or province is the data label. So I want to also see the, if I say, let me also see the profit. Okay, the states are showing the, let me see the profit. I also want the profit as data label. So I'm going to drag the profit, I think, and drop also as a label. Right, that should work. Okay, I don't know what's not working, but yeah, that should work. Okay, I changed the profit. Okay, so now the profit is showing as a label now. So let me take the sales too and put as a data label. Yeah, so now we have the profit and this as data labels. Remember, they are now TTT. So they're all data labels. They all have data labels. So that's how that works. And yeah, so that's it for the interface. Until tomorrow, we go into proper report building, and I'll share the data set we're going to use. And yeah, so that's it for tonight's class. So I could take questions before we sign off. Okay, so thank you. Was that clear? A bit clear, understandable, because tomorrow we're just going to do a lot of clicking and dragging and dropping, so we have an idea of where everything is coming from. So was that clear, today's class? Emojis, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, do we have any questions, comments before we call it a night? Today is an early day. Comments, questions, none? Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you everyone for your time. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Good night.